Assalamu alaikum children. How are you all? Hope you all are very fine and fit, healthy at your home. Children, in last session we have learnt about the concept time. In today's session you are going to know about speed. Now let us see. Many objects in the world around us are moving. To compare how fast they are moving, we need to know their speed. You may have observed the speedometer in motor cars, which tells us how fast the car is traveling. Usually, the odometer in a vehicle shows the distance traveled in kilometers and the speedometer, the speed of the journey in kilometers per hour. Look at these two pictures. First one is odometer and the next one is speedometer. Now, let us see with an example. Travel on a motor vehicle with your father to market or any other place and observe the changes in speedometer reading. Note the exact time when you started from home and observe speedometer reading carefully and note it and the corresponding time in the table. Some examples here you have given in this table. Does the speed of the vehicle remain the same throughout the journey? If not, what can you say about the speed of the vehicle during the journey? Now, if you see here, first when they started at home, the time was 9:10 a.m. Then after 5 minutes, the speed of the car is 20, and then after 5 minutes it was 30. Now the question asked was, does the speed of the vehicle remain the same throughout the journey? No, the speed of the vehicle is changing. We experience in our everyday life that most of the objects in motion do not have the same speed throughout the journey. To express the speed of the object, we consider its average speed. Let us see average speed. Now let us see here. We can define speed as speed of an object as the distance traveled by it in a unit of time. And how we can calculate average speed? Average speed is equal to total distance traveled by time interval. We can say average speed is equal to total distance traveled by total time taken to travel the distance. Now, let us see. Depending on the need and context, speed is measured in different units. Unit of speed in SI system is meter per second. Another unit commonly used for speed is kilometer per hour. We can say 1 kilometer per hour is 5 by 18 meter per second. Do you know how we got this? 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters and 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. Now if you see 1 kilometer per hour is 1000 meter by 3600 seconds, that is equal to, when we calculate this, 5 by 18 meters per second. Consider a car driven on a road. A person seated beside the driver recorded the distance traveled after every 10 minutes by noting the distance reading in the odometer. The distance traveled by the car at different instances of time is as follows. What is the total distance traveled by the car? What is the time taken to travel the distance? Now we see. Here you have given in this table time and reading of a distance covered. First in 0 minutes that is 0 kilometers. After 10 minutes it is 15 kilometer. After next 10 minutes it is 25 kilometer. Then another 10 minutes it is 38 kilometers, and the next 10 minutes is 60 kilometer. If you see here, how was the distance covered here? First 10 minutes it is 15 meter. In next 10 minutes it has increased from 10 kilometers. And next 10, the time difference here is 13 kilometer. And in the next 10 minutes here the difference in time is, if you subtract 38 from 60, you can get the correct distance, that is 22 kilometer. How do you find the speed of the car? Is the speed of the car uniform throughout the journey? From the table, we notice that the car has covered unequal distances in equal intervals of time, that is 10 minutes, which shows the speed of the car is not uniform. To find the speed of the car in the journey, we should calculate total distance traveled by the car and the total time taken to cover that distance. Here, total distance traveled by the car is 60 kilometer. Time taken to travel that 60 kilometer is 40 minutes. The distance must be either in meters or kilometers and time in seconds or hours. We express the speed either in meters per second or in kilometers per hour. And this example, distance is 60 kilometer and the time is 40 minutes. Now, if you see 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, 40 minutes is equal to 40 by 60, we can say, and that is 40 by 60 hour. If we calculate, it will be 2 by 3 hours, and speed is equal to distance traveled by time taken. Next, we see 60 kilometer by 2 by 3 hours. If we calculate, we get 90 kilometers per hour. Thus, the car traveled with an average speed of 90 kilometers per hour. Here we have calculated the average speed of the car, that is 90 kilometers per hour. Here again I repeat unit for speed. The formula of speed is distance by time. And the unit for speed must be a unit of distance divided by a unit of time. For example, kilometers per hour or meters per second. Next, 1 kilometer is 1000 meters, 2 kilometers is 2000 meters, and 3 kilometers is 3000 meters. Children, now we have completed this chapter motion and time. So in our live class, I will explain you about this speed. So if you have any doubt, first you go through your textbook once before you come to live class, then you can understand better because it is a new concept for you. So children, again I am reminding you to read the textbook in our live class. We will again understand what is speed, and we will do a simple problem about this speed. So children, up to that, be happy. Allah Hafiz.